Hey guys, and welcome to my updated Season 10 Challenger Settings Guide. For those people who are new to my videos, who don't know me yet, I've been a Challenger player since Season 7. I've actually been Challenger in Season 7 as well as Season 8. And I've also ended up in Challenger in Season 9 as well. And a really big part of becoming a Challenger player is having the right settings, because the basic settings of League is something that you shouldn't play with, as that's going to make your game a lot harder. So I'm going to be sharing my settings. You guys can just open up your League right now. You can copy my settings all the way, and then you will have the perfect settings. Because I think, for me personally, I think I've got the perfect settings that some other people don't even have. So with that being said, guys, let's just open up the tab and let's get started. So starting off with the hotkeys first, guys. First of all, when you get to the hotkeys, this is the setup that I have. So the abilities are Q, W, E, R, pretty normal. My summoner spells are D and F, pretty normal as well. I do play Flash on F, and my teleport is on D most of the time. So on items, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, pretty normal. But then here comes the big part. I'm using the last button for C. And the reason why that is when you're in a really big fight, you want to use your thumb to use your potion, because otherwise your thumb is not going to do anything, right? So you want to use your thumb for potions or any other item. You can basically put any item there, even QSS. You can just put it there and you can finally make use of your thumb. That's really important. So that's what I got C for. That's where I put all my potions. And then I got Trinket on 6. And here comes the big part. I did not quick cast this button, and the reason for that being is because I often misclick my wards in bushes, and basically if you don't quick cast this, you can actually see if it's going to go into the bush, which I feel like is really important. So when you're trying to like put a ward in the bush, as long as as soon as it turns green on the icon, like on the cursor you see right now, as soon as it turns green, that means that the ward is inside the bush. And that's why I never quick cast this button, because I think it's really important that you actually know where you place it into. So yeah, that's the reason. So let me get down here. I got these settings being turned off. I don't really like these settings at all, so I just keep them off right here. Also, the rest of the abilities and stuff, everything is being quick cast, being turned on. So make sure that quick cast is being turned on, guys. So abilities and summoner spells is pretty much default for me, because I think that's perfect, as well as the items is just default for me as well, and the player movement is pretty much the same, except here comes the big part. If we go down right here to the advanced key binding options, this is something you will need for the game, okay? It's super important. You gotta start learning how to play with the setting, as this is gonna be a major change to your gameplay. It's gonna make you from like silver to platinum instantly. That's how broken, like that's how important this setting is. So what this does is that it puts the attack move click on your left mouse button. So the idea right here is that you're going to move your champion with the right mouse button, and you want to attack with the left mouse button. What happens? Let's see if I can find an example right here. Let me TP to one of these creeps. Here we go. So when you use the left mouse button right now, as soon as you turn on the setting, no matter where you click, it will automatically walk to the closest target. So you want to move with your right mouse button, and you want to use the left mouse button to attack. This way, you will never misclick again. It's super important. This is the way how I play for about 5 years right now, almost 6-7 years. I've been playing with this for a long time, and I don't even know how long anymore. I just know I started using this since like season 4. So that's really important. Moving on to the video tab. You want to have the highest resolution, obviously. I mean, if it's HD, it's perfect enough. I got colorblind mode being turned on because, you know, I'm making content, I'm a streamer, and people are colorblind, so I got it turned on. I got hide eye candy. I got it being turned off because it's really annoying. I got relative team colors being turned on because I like it more. And enable screen shake, I don't even know why it's being turned on. It's a new setting, so yeah, I turned it off right now. The windowed mode is for me it's borderless. I mean, you guys can just have full screen, but for me it's borderless because, you know, I'm streaming and I cannot stream without borderless. So for me it's borderless. For the settings, it's pretty much very high settings. Like my PC, I got the latest GPU out there, so I can just put it on very high. Character inking is being turned on as well. I kept my FPS at 144 because my PC gets so much FPS that I start lagging. So I always kept it to 144. It's just better for me. I don't have 144 hertz, but my PC just gets way too much FPS, so I always cap it. Anti-aliasing, I got it being turned on because it's just nice. Do not ever turn off vertical sync. If you're a vertical sync user, turn it off immediately, because this is going to lag your game very inconsistently when you're trying to click and you're trying to move your champion. You may not notice it yet, but it really does actually mess with your gameplay. So always turn it off, regardless how bad your computer is. Just keep it off. As for the colors and stuff, it's pretty much default for me. As for the sound, it's just personal preference, I guess. I do have the updated theme music because I don't listen to music while playing the game. I pretty much always listen to the updated Summoners Rift because I just prefer it like this. I don't know. I don't listen to music while playing the game. To the interface. So I've always played the game on 100% hot since my entire life. Ever since season 1, I've always played on 100%. So I prefer this a lot more. I feel like a lot more confident when playing with this. For the cursor scale, it's default. It's 50. For the chat scale, doesn't matter. I put it on 74, but I mute every single one. I mute everyone in my team every single game, so it doesn't even matter. For the minimap scale, 100%. I recommend you guys 100%. And for the death recap scale, 100% too. So going over to this, I got my summoner names being turned on, but if you guys want, you can turn it off as well. I actually recommend you guys to turn it off because some people get scared once they see someone in the team with like a name. I've seen it happen like a billion times. For the rest of this stuff, I've got it being turned on as well as the enable HUD animations because I like it. For the notifications, I got this being turned off, this being turned on, this being turned off. It's just standard stuff. It's not really interesting. For the legacy cursor, I like the legacy cursor a lot more, but they removed the setting for some reason, and now I don't feel like going back, so I'm not going to change back. Tooltips, turned off. I don't even know, like, what do I need this for? I mean, I've been playing for a long time. For ability and display, I've got all of this stuff being turned on. Yeah, it's just really important. Why would you ever turn this off, right? For the ability cooldown display, I got seconds because seconds is a lot easier to read. Let's be really honest, guys. If you put it on minutes, it's so hard to read, man. For the minimap, I got the show minimap on left. I'm actually a left eye dominant player, but I've never played the game with the minimap on the left, so I keep it on the right. But if you guys are left eye dominant like I am, and you want to like get better side of the minimap, I do recommend you to turn this setting on. But if you do, it's gonna take you forever to learn. So if you're like me, I cannot change anymore. But if you can, I recommend you guys to play with the minimap on the left, man. Show neutral camps, of course, it's being turned on. Allow minimap movement, of course, why not? Show summoner names, I got this one being turned off. For the scoreboard, mirror scoreboard, I got this turned off as well. For the chat, I recommend you guys, man, do not turn on this all chat. I cannot believe that people have this setting being turned on. It's just unbelievable, man. People that turn this setting on, well, you're playing League of Legends, man. You're playing in the team. And you got all chat being turned on? What are you using it for? You're using it for flaming? Just turn it off, man. For show ally chat, let's be real honest here, guys. You can turn this off. You don't need your chat, but for me, I just always mute people. So I got it on, but I mute people. Time steps, this should be on. So make sure to put your time steps on. I don't know why it was off, but turn it on. Mute the enemy emotes. I got that because it's really tilting sometimes. For the emote, it's being on. The rest of the stuff is being on as well. So for the mouse speed, I don't know what DPI I have on this mouse, but I do know that I have no idea. But this mouse can have like 10k DPI, but I think I set it to like 4,000. I don't know, but I have no idea what DPI is. But I mean, it's this slow, so I don't know. It's personal preference, guys. It's League of Legends. For the camera movement speed, I got it on 24. For the camera movement speed, keyboard, I got it on 60. I don't really use this. I always use the mouse. For enable smooth camera, please turn this off because that's going to mess your gameplay. For move camera on revive, this should be turned off. For the mouse button drag scroll, mouse button drag scroll. Oh yeah, I know what this is. Just turn it off. You're not going to use it. As for the camera lock mode, I prefer this on fixed offset. I don't know what you guys think. Some of you guys prefer the other ones, but I am playing since season 1, and it's always been like this, so I just keep it like this. It's my personal preference, and I think it's nice. As for auto attack, turn on auto attack, because I turned it off once, and I forgot to click, and it just does. Let's say your champion is walking somewhere, and you forget to control it. You're just... You know what I mean. You're not gonna auto attack. You're not gonna do anything. So at least turn on auto attack, because it's gonna be a life change. Just do it. Movement speed prediction is being turned off. This is only good if you have like insanely high ping, but I don't have high ping. I got really low ping. So attack move on cursor, I got it being turned on, and I got these two being turned off. I mean, I don't even play co-op and target champions only. I don't need it. All right. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the settings that I have. Just make sure that use this setting. This setting is the most important out of everything, and my hotkeys is also by far one of the most important things that you should have. So yeah, that's very much it. This is the way how I got challenger. I am pretty confident to say that if you take my settings, I'm pretty sure you guys, everyone watching right now, I'm pretty sure all of you guys will have higher elos soon. No joke. My settings are perfect. So much better than default settings and any other settings that anyone has ever tried. This is by far the best settings ever right now. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you're looking for a high elo stream, looking for challenging games to watch and trying to get better at the game, do not forget to check out my stream, because I am streaming a lot. Same thing goes for my Discord server. If you got any kind of questions, do not forget to join my Discord server, guys. The link will be in the description below. It's very important. If you just got any questions, let me know, guys. And with that being said, I'll see you guys very soon. I'm going to start working on some other guides now. Thank you for watching. Take care, man.